Every single one of us has a story to tell, but not every single one of us has people willing to listen. In cities and towns across America, there are men and women and children who are homeless, and they too have a story to tell. And that is where Scott Schaible comes in. He is an artist in Detroit using his gift to shed a light on people experiencing homelessness. He takes their photograph and then he goes back to his studio and he paints their portrait. These are 6 of the faces of people that Scott has encountered living on the streets of Detroit. Each of their journeys has been different. Each of their journeys is unique in its own way. And tonight, I want to share the story of Hank, here behind me. Hank is a veteran, and I want to share with you what happened when Scott showed Hank his self-portrait for the very first time.
Hank, you're a man who's been through a lot, and so I painted you in a way that has lots of color and many different facets of your life. And Hank, this is how I feel God sees you.
Good. Oh man. That's righteous. Wow. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. I don't know what, I'm at a loss of words. I really am at a loss of words.
It is such a beautiful moment between them both, so raw. Earlier today, I had the pleasure of speaking with Scott about his passion for all of these people who you see behind me and his role in a nationwide project called Faces of Mankind. You have been able to capture the humanity of these people through your eyes, your artistic eyes, people who are living on the streets, I think really opening up a conversation about compassion. I'm curious why you wanted to tell these stories.
I think, often these individuals are overlooked, and I really wanted to just try and tell their story to people and show them in kind of a new light so that they can see themselves as something more.
And what reaction have you received from the people that you're painting and also from the public?
From the people, when we do a portrait reveal, and that's a very special time for us. So we kind of flip the canvas around and show them how they see themselves or how God sees them. A lot of tears, a lot of times on both of our ends, I think, and just joy, really.
So blessing I met you, dude.
Yeah. And a lot of people have reached out via social media and have just been so blessed by the things that we've been able to do in the community, and I'm just honored to be a part of the whole situation.
What is your hope for people who see these images and your artwork that they learn and take away from all this?
My hope is that people can see that they can use their gifts to be a blessing to their neighbors. I think we're all individually given a specific gift to use, and I think if we just kind of take a step out and use those gifts, that it can be a huge blessing to somebody that we don't even know.
I know that you are selling the images. What are you doing with the proceeds?
Yes. So once a portrait is sold, we then give a portion of the proceeds back to the clients. So how that works is we have them write out a list of the things that they desire, and hopefully that list is things that will benefit their situation, and then we work with them to actually purchase those items.
Can you give us an idea of some of the things that have been on people's lists, what they need?
Sure. Yeah, it's been lots of clothing, lots of food. Sometimes it's hotel stays, bicycles, all kinds of things.
Wow, some necessities, basically.
Yeah.
Wow, so. Incredible. A journey of faith and certainly compassion. Scott Schaible, thank you for sharing your gift with us and so many.
Absolutely. Thank you.